and thank you for joining the Time Is Always Now podcast. My name is Terence Young. I'm your host for the podcast today, and I appreciate you joining me. This is a podcast that is dedicated to helping people get past their excuses, helping people say, you know what, I'm not going to wait for the right time, because the right time is right now. There is no other right time, right? The circumstances will never be perfect. So you might as well move forward now. It's about harnessing the power in the eternal moment of now. My mission is to motivate, encourage, and inspire people to improve their lives for the better and start doing it right now, to help them find their passion. That's what it's all about. If you'd like to donate to the cause, by all means, you can do so simply by going to my website. It's terenceyoungnow.com. You can donate there, and I thank you in advance for helping me to continue to do what I do. So thank you for joining me today. I am moving forward with the class. I want to get you up to date, up to speed on what's going on. So the speaking course, how to become an engaging speaker, create an engaging talk. I'm working on that. Should be done probably within the next week to week and a half. So I'm looking forward to having that up. So if you know anyone who is an up-and-coming speaker that wants to learn more about how to create an engaging speech, how to become an engaging speaker and captivate a crowd's attention, I'm sharing that knowledge in this course, and I would love for them to go through my course. Absolutely. Also, my other course, the 3 tips for finding your passion and living it right now, is also up. So if you have someone that you know that is looking to find your passion, looking to find that thing that God put them here to do, by all means, get them in touch with my course. You can find out more information on my website. Again, terenceyoungnow.com will link you to all that information. So I'm excited about today's topic. I was talking about this on live on Facebook and on Instagram this week. We've been talking about embracing the journey all week long. And so I figured I would share this with my listeners here, just in case you didn't catch it on Facebook. And the whole point of it is this: we must embrace the journey that we're going through, embrace what we're going through right now. And I'm giving you a 3-step process, three keys that you can use to be able to do that. And it's this: you must grow through it, you must use your spiritual power, and you must take action. Now that's the G.P.A. So you must use your G.P.A. to get through troubling times, to get through this valley that we're in, to embrace this journey that we're in. The first thing about it is, it's not about getting to somewhere. It's about embracing where you already are. So I'm going to give you these 3 keys you can use, and I hope that this blesses you and is able to help you. The first one is this: you got to grow through it. You got to grow through the process, right? That means learn something new while we're going through this. We have extra time on our hands to do something different with. Learn something new, whatever that means to you. Right? For me, I've learned a ton of different things when it comes to this, like technology and speaking and Zoom and Facebook Live and Instagram Live. I've learned all kinds of things because of this. So I've been spending a ton of time learning how to do this while I'm home working, while I'm home and in this pandemic, right? I was speaking to my reverend about it. She was telling me she was learning all this new stuff about technology. I was like, so am I. I'm learning all these different things about how to use open broadcast software and be able to play music online. I've created more opportunities for myself to do things virtually since we've been inside of this, lockdown and whatever you want to call it. So what is that for you? You must grow within the journey. Even when it seems hard and when it's not fun, grow within it. What does that look like for you, right? Set time out to learn something new. Get scheduled about it. Set a time out. Say, today I'm going to sit down for 1 hour and do this, or 2 hours and learn this, or write out my business plan, or make 20 phone calls, or send 20 emails to do this, or study this program because I want to learn more about this. Whatever that thing is for you, Set out some time and then really get into it, right? It's not about waiting for this to be over, then you're going to get ready, right? Everybody talks about that all the time. Their whole analogy about the ducks crossing the road, right? You ever see the ducks crossing the road? They're in perfect line when they cross the road. Mama's in the front and they're all in a perfect line. But if you look at them before they're across that road, they're all over the place. And then when mama starts walking, that's when they get in a row. So getting your ducks in a row is starting to move first, move towards something. And you got to do it while you're in the journey, while you're in the valley that you're in. You can't wait. There is no other time anyway, right? You're waiting for the right time? Come on, you know what I'm going to say about that. There is no right time. It's right now. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. We're in a storm right now. We're all in a storm. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. That's right. Just learn how to dance in the rain, how to move with the rain, how to pivot to whatever you want to do and make that happen however it looks for you. This is the first thing. Learn how to grow in the journey. Appreciate what you're in right now. No matter what it looks like from the outside, find the things to appreciate, find the things to grow, find the new things you can learn, the benefits of being in it. When you look for it, you'll find it. So important. That's the G. The second one is this. Use your spiritual power of power, right? Your spiritual power of power. That is the ability to self-master. Self-mastery is key. Self-mastery is key. I mean, it's the power of the mind, not the body's power of the mind. There's a great quote that says, train the mind and the body will follow. That's a powerful, powerful quote. I always compare it to, to marathon running because that's what I do. I can go out and run 1 mile or 2 miles or 3 miles and I'll feel tired just like everybody else. But when the day comes to run 26.2 or whatever, 16 or 18 or whatever I'm doing, I'm prepared to run that. It's in the mindset. When I'm running 15 miles or 16 or 18 miles or a full marathon, I'm still sweating. I'm still tired like anyone else after 1 or 2. But the mindset is different. I already know I'm going to be out here for a few hours. I'm running 26.2 miles today. That's what I'm doing. That's self-mastery first. And it doesn't have to be marathon running. What is that for you? Self-mastery is the spiritual power of power, having self-mastery. It leads into being focused. Being focused. I love sharing focus. My first podcast, I just thought about this, was about focus. Focus. Follow one course until successful. That's so good. Follow one course until successful. You must be focused if you want to accomplish anything. Doesn't matter what's going on the outside. Yes, we're in the pandemic. We have social injustices going on. There's a lot going on in our country right now. A lot of people want to sit down and just say, oh, well, it's all over. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Oh, well, we're in our last times. No, we're not. We're in our best times if we want it to be. It's up to us. Be focused on what you want to accomplish, even in these times. Self-mastery will get you a long way. It's like leading into discipline. You got to be disciplined. Oh, you got to be. The great quote says, everyone suffers one of two pains in life. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. You don't want to be regretting what you didn't do in this time of now when you had the opportunity to grow, to change, to get better. Don't look back and regret this. Don't get left behind. Right? They always say you can be on the right path, but if you're not moving, you get run over anyway. Right? You got to keep moving forward. It doesn't matter what's going on. You can't just stop just because the things around you have slowed down. And that's important too. They've slowed down. They haven't stopped. Right? They haven't really stopped. I shared this on Facebook Live the other day. If you go downtown, if you go to any place, wherever you live at, if you go down there and look, they're still building buildings. Right? They may have slowed down a little bit. They're still fixing the roads. They're still doing all this stuff because they know those cars are going to be back on those roads. There's going to be people in those buildings again. Yes, it hasn't stopped. We've got to be disciplined in this time and not just let it all go to waste. You You got to be disciplined. You can't accomplish anything without being disciplined. Right? I've had people tell me before, I wish I had a trainer that would go with me and make me go work out. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't matter if you get the best trainer in the world, but no one can make you go work out. Where's that come from? That comes from you. That comes from self-mastery, focus, and discipline. How do you connect with that? Self-mastery comes from the spiritual power of power. That's the power of God within you. Connecting to that. And how do you do that? Pray. How do you do that? Meditate. I think I've shared with you guys before. Praying is talking to God, and meditating is listening to God. Meditate, pray, connect, and align yourself with the Christ within. I don't care what you call it. You can call it God, you can call it Buddha, you can call it spiritual one, the universe, all power. It does not matter. It's not about religion. It's about connecting with that power within you and that power that is all encompassing. That's how you get the spiritual power of power. That's how you get to the focus, right? That's how you get to the discipline. That's how you get to the self-mastery. You must be disciplined, especially in this time. So that's the peak, the spiritual power of power. So you got to grow. You got to grow through this to embrace the journey. You got to use your spiritual power of power to embrace the journey. And the last is this: you got to take action. You cannot do anything without taking action. Right? You got to. You can talk about something all day long. You can visualize it, put it on your vision board. You can write out your business plan. You can put plans on the wall, your weekly plan, your monthly plan, your daily to-do list. You can do all those things, but you have to take action at some point. You have to actually do something. Mike Dooley said it best. He said, you have not made a decision until you change what you do. Oh, that's so important. You have to actually change what you do. If you don't change your actions, you haven't made a decision yet. You're just talking right now. It's important. It's important. One of the ways that I share with people on how they can make sure that they're taking action is to get themselves an accountability partner, someone else that will help them out with getting through what they want to get through in this time to take action. When I run, for instance, if I'm training for a marathon, I get those really long runs on the weekend, 16, 18, 20 miles. On those runs specifically, I'll look to go run with a group. Why? Because then I'm running with other people and I'm accountable for running because they're running. So we're all running at an 8:40 pace or whatever the case may be. I want to keep up with them. They're keeping me accountable and vice versa. I'm keeping them accountable. If I were out doing it all by myself and I wanted to slow down and go to 9:30 or 9:45, well, there's no one that is holding me accountable for that action. So finding an accountability partner can help you so much. Now find the right person, someone that's going to inspire you, someone's going to encourage you. That's important, right? But it helps to have someone there that holds you accountable and you hold them accountable to taking action. Tell them what you say you're going to do and then have them hold you accountable for actually doing it. Remember, nothing changes until something changes. So we must take action to improve our lives for the better. We must take action to embrace this journey. So important. So important. It's all about finding what you're passionate about. Finding what you're passionate about will help you with all of this. If you find what you're passionate about, what God put you here to do, you won't have a problem with growing through it. Nope. You won't have a problem with your spiritual power of power. You won't have a problem with self-mastery and focus and discipline. No. You won't have a problem with taking action. All of these things will come natural if you find what you're passionate about, what God put you here to do. Find that, and using your G.P.A. will be no problem at all. So it's important. In this time, in this season that we're in, make sure that you are using your G.P.A. Grow through it. Embrace the journey and grow through it. Learn something new. Use your spiritual power of power. That's self-mastery. That's focus. That's discipline. And you connect with your God within, align with the Spirit within. That's how you gain and use that power. And lastly, take action. Take action. Get an accountability partner that will help you and hold you accountable for taking that action. That's how you embrace this journey and grow through it and even become better within it. That is so important. And if you do that, that will change your life. Then you can unequivocally say, I own the now and I have won. I appreciate you joining me this week on the podcast. Thank you so much. I look forward to being with you next week. I'm going to have more guests coming on in the near future. So you'll see some podcasts where there'll be guests coming on, guest speakers that I'll either be on phone call with me or on video. We'll see how that works out. But I'm looking forward to continuing to share this with me and share your ideas and your thoughts as I post this to the blog or on Facebook or Instagram on what you want to see. What would you like to see from the podcast? I'd love to be that. And if you're out there listening and you want to be a guest, get in contact with me. I would love to have you on and do an interview with you. If you're a speaker, an athlete, a business owner, an influencer, if you want to move the consciousness of our world forward, I look forward to speaking with you. I look forward to interviewing you and having you on the podcast. So with that, I am signing off. This is TY. Remember, the time is always now.